The following presentation
does not represent Australian opinion or intellect.
Fake news, Smoke. Fake news.
Catch me outside.
Are you Muslim?
He should have been slapped as a child. He's a spoiled little freak brat who's probably being treated like a prince.
It sounds a bit loud. Oh, Jesus, it is loud. Is it volume right?
Too loud.
Whoa! Shit!
Very fine people on both sides.
That's why I was like, why can't I hear my lips smacking? I'm worried because, like, I can't breathe through my nose half the time because
What do you mean?
hay fever and allergies and shit.
What?
Ever since I got a dog and then my mate got a cat, I haven't been able to breathe out my nose.
Oh, is not the cat not yours?
No. Running around chasing it all.
You know, I spent so much time in here trying to get this to look half rigged up, like, as in just seamless, like just
Yeah.
plug and
Like
plug
me.
and plug and play. Yeah.
Yeah.
And literally in 20 minutes of your presence here, we've managed to destroy it.
It looked like shit when I came in here, but anyway.
You're such a pussy.
Literally the first thing you said to me when we came in was, oh, I've got to get the vacuum again.
Yeah, I know, I do, because I dropped that cookie just now, that's why.
There's more than cookie, bud.
Fuck off. I think I've done alright. That's so cute. You have your notebook.
Yeah, I thought I'd be a little bit although I fucked up and closed all the internet tabs, so
You know,
now
just Pornhub. 100 links to Pornhub.
No, like I had the actual articles up just so I can reference them as we were talking, but I must have accidentally closed them last night when I shut down.
Can't you just do the open previous session?
Yeah, I don't have internet.
What do you mean?
I don't have.
Oh, to log into the buildings one.
Is it safe?
Yeah.
Actually, come on, you know, if I piggyback for,
But dude, log into the Wi-Fi.
fuck, you know what? I didn't save history. I've got it off.
Man who covers his tracks.
Because she uses this laptop.
So you don't want to see like how filthy and perverted you are?
No, she knows, but
Then what's the point?
I mean, like I've got my main folder on the desktop of my computer. So, but I mean, you know, the weirdest shit goes on the laptop. So,
I'll never forget
That's the stuff I
about,
don't
I don't know, a
want.
couple of years ago, man. It was probably when tablets and stuff started getting big. Yeah, like 2012, 2013. I'll never forget a mate went to get like a phone contract or something, and they offered him like an iPad as like a sweetener.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you get the iPad and it's like, oh,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, okay, what are you going to be using this iPad for? And he's like, music and porn. That's it. Like blanket. Like that's why I'm getting it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's true.
Man, going on what you said before, you were one of the top players of Counter-Strike in Australia?
Yeah.
Are you bullshitting?
No. My clan was called LPC, and we
Is that going to
were-
be like a bit like as in,
It's called Lone Pine Community. I can't remember why.
are they still around?
I think they're in New South Wales based, the main guys.
They don't play Counter-Strike anymore though.
No, this was 10 plus years ago, at least 15 years ago maybe.
Well, you're 30 now, so
Yeah, it was about 15. I was probably
you've
about
been
15. Because I remember wagging school, going to the internet cafe and like setting up, and we would do Australian tournaments. The only team that like really was ahead of us was this Brazilian team, and I'm pretty sure they were like cheating
Wait, ahead of you where?
on the ladder.
In world rankings?
No, in Australia.
So how were they a Brazilian team?
Like they were Australians, but Brazilians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, background Brazilian.
Okay, when you say Brazilian, I figured Brazilian nationals.
Yeah, no, they use like, you know, Brazilian flag and stuff.
So wait a second. So if I drop your like handle online, someone actually knows who you are? Like does your like handle carry weight?
So it used to. I don't think people care so much about that anymore because it's so long ago. Like, do you remember I used to play World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
So I was
Who doesn't know someone that played World of Warcraft?
I was
man?
also number 1 of the hunter class
Where? As in like where, on what ranking?
in general.
The world?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, back then. Yeah. They voted for me. I didn't even know about it.
Wait, when you say they,
Yeah. Like the community, the World of Warcraft
as in
community.
the WoW community on WoW servers, or are you talking about like some? You're not
Yeah,
gonna,
on
You're not
official
going to give me
servers.
some third-rate like fan club.
No, like the actual
Official rankings on the WoW servers.
Yes, yeah, on the forums, on the
Yeah.
official forums, they set up a poll and they've voted out of these names who's the best that you've seen. Because I used to post out some videos that I used to make. That's why I said I have a little bit of video making, editing,
Really?
experience. Yeah, because
I knew you were a gamer.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize you were that good.
Yeah, well, I was. Yeah. I mean, I spent my whole... I think... Here we go.
This is for the CV. This is for the resume. If anyone ever wants to hire you.
I've put it on my resume.
That you were ranked that high.
I mean, I did it as a joke, but I did it. I put it on there that I was, like, leading top guilds and stuff like that in WoW and led raids and shit like that. And I put it in my resume. People had a little laugh about it, but I thought it was funny.
It's a fun fact to put on your resume.
Yeah.
But you got that good?
Yeah, man.
And what happened?
So my mate that lives with me, he was the Paladin class. He was ranked number 1 for that at the time.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So you guys like pseudo celebrities now?
Oh, dude, we used to be. Like my tag has always been the same. When I was like 11 or something, I made, in my spare time I was bored and I just like made a game up in my head and then I wrote it on paper and I called it like Clashes the Rebirth or something like that.
Yeah.
And ever since then I've always been Clashes. That's my tag.
Yeah, no, I remember it.
Some people still just call me Clash. They don't
Really?
Call me, they don't call me by name.
It's true. No one calls. Dude, there are people that literally didn't know my name, man. Been calling me like fucking Biff and like all the other shit like my entire life. I swear to God.
Well, I mean, yeah, Biff was a big.
Dude, that name has been going around literally since 2007 or something.
Was it before Deep Shady or?
Nah, Dim Shady was high school.
Yeah, I thought so.
That was like the last 2 years of high school. But yeah, all the other ones, man, they came like 2005, 6. I still remember who gave me all these names. I didn't even want them.
Yeah,
and then they just stuck. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. But that's it. You were ranked number 1.
Yeah.
And what, did you ever compete at like nationals where you actually go to like venues?
It wasn't big enough back then, man, and I'm spewing because like my parents used to, really yell at me about it and be like, get off the computer and like I was just so committed to it. Like I naturally had a talent for what I was playing, but they just didn't understand it. And at the time, I sort of didn't understand it either because it wasn't big. People weren't really getting paid for it yet.
Dude, they want to introduce gaming in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah. I mean, like, esports now is so big. It's huge. And I mean, the first time I saw it kick off was, did you ever play Warcraft 3?
No, I stopped at Warcraft 2. I love Warcraft 2, man. That's one of the best games of all time.
It definitely was. The Warcraft 3 was my all-time favorite. But there was a mod, like a map, called Dota.
Yeah.
And that became a standalone game on its own.
Yeah.
Steam.
It's like Half-Life and Quake
they fall off.
Yeah.
But it's a what they call a MOBA. So you pick a hero and you kind of like from a bird's eye view, you're moving like StarCraft sort of stuff.
It's third person perspective, not third, bird's eye view perspective.
That started having tournaments, and I think the first tournament was like $500,000 or something like that. That was huge back then, like massive. And the next one was $1 million, and it just kept doubling. And I think currently it sits at like 25, 30 mil for the top prize.
For like every tournament every year.
And there's 5 people in the team. Yeah, every year. There's 5 people in the team, so they split 25 mil by 5.
I know guys that played, like the new Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I know a guy that like literally invested in like a chair, a proper joystick, like proper pad.
Yeah.
So he would be able to match like whatever it was that they were using.
The Street Fighter guys are on like a whole different level though, because they have to count frames.
What do you mean?
They frame count. So like FPS, right? So frames per second.
Yeah.
They have to count how many frames is in one like light punch, one heavy punch, and if they see them do a light punch, they know it's like, I don't know, 30 frames or whatever. They know the exact move to counter that's faster in frames than that counter frame. It's so ridiculous. Like, I don't know how. Yeah, okay. That's a whole nother level.
Wait a second. Just so to bring everyone up to speed, we're talking about e-gaming, and most people don't actually understand what e-gaming is. I knew it existed. I just didn't believe it was that. I knew it was a lucrative market, but it's still. Dude, I'm like 35.
Yeah.
And I'm just on the cusp of probably being able to understand and fathom that people get paid to play video games.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Anyone older than me probably doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Like, that's legit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if I told my mum, hey, Mum, I'm going to make $1 million playing video games. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I did. I used to tell them, like, this is going to kick off. Let me play. Let me practice. It's legit. And they'd say, oh, no, it's not. I think, like, we only did, like, one tournament, and I won, like, $1,000 off it, and Mum thought I was, like, selling drugs. She's like, where did you get that money from? Like, are you serious? Because there's a place there's an internet cafe in the city. There's an internet cafe in the city called, like, MC or MCC, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And they used to hold, like, little tiny tournaments for people just to get the thing going, the scene, back then. And I think we won a couple of those, but, yeah, it didn't really.
But what year are you talking?
Oh, like 15 years ago.
Okay, so, I mean, what are we now? 2009, so at 19, so you're saying 2005.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so 2004, 2005. Nah,
Because I think WoW came out in 2003, I
dude,
think.
online gaming. I used to play Warcraft 2 on BattleNet, like the YPlay servers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was Telstra. Who was it run by?
I know, I'm trying to think of the name as well.
Yeah. Anyway, but like that was 97, 98.
Yeah.
Like no later than 97, 98.
Yeah.
Right? And that was dial-up internet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like dial-up internet, like you had 486, 586 computers.
Yeah.
That was raw.
Yeah.
But online gaming didn't really take off as a platform, especially not to make money. Probably, what would you say? Like, you reckon the COD crowd? Counter-Strike?
I'd say like 2009, I think it really started to actually become
like
a
people
thing.
actually played online.
Yeah. Like
Because
legitimately set up stages. Yeah.
Up until 2009, you'd sort of go to people's houses and play online games.
Yeah, you'd land.
You'd play, or like you'd just jump in front of a console and play a game with
Do you know, people don't know what the word LAN is now? Like the new gens?
Why? Because it's all wireless.
They don't know what LAN is. If you say, hey, do you want to come over and LAN with me or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm serious. They don't know what a LAN is because it doesn't really exist anymore.
Okay, so before everyone starts Googling shit, LAN is literally when you're, like, you're,
It's the local area network, so you're on
Yeah.
the same network at
so
home.
it's when you connect, like, say, if you got a modem, you hook it up to your LAN cable is the one that literally connects your computer to your modem. So when you'd LAN, it was literally when you'd have geeks all bring their computers to someone's house, set up in the living room, stacked, like, next to each other, looked like
Yep.
an internet cafe, and everyone would play.
Yep,
I
and
remember
share
playing, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and software. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Illegal software.
Yeah. No, I remember being, high school and then probably the first 5 years out of high school. That's probably the last times I went to an actual net cafe and played like Counter-Strike and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
But then, it was about 10 years ago when online gaming really exploded.
Yeah,
It was
I
probably
reckon.
CS that started it
Yeah.
and then StarCraft.
CS started it, but it's still not making that much money compared to the other games.
When was the last time CS came out and with a release?
Well, they don't. They just update the CS still.
But that's what I'm saying.
I mean, the latest one was CS GO, I think.
When was that?
Global Offense, which was like, I don't know, 5 years ago now, maybe?
Exactly. Was it feel dated when you play it? It would.
Yes and no. Like, they keep it pretty fresh. They update it, like,
But you can't
freshen up.
compete with like microtransactions and like all the shit that's come out now.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you get onto like GTA 5, which is...
But CS has microtransactions.
Yeah, but dude, GTA 5 was an engine built in 2013.
Yeah.
At the end of like console's lifespan.
Yeah.
That was the pinnacle of that gaming, and that game is still making money today.
That's true.
Like some stupid number.
Yeah.
Could you imagine developing a video game for like 5-6 years and then releasing it 5 years ago?
Yeah, it's called Anthem. That's...
Fuck off.
I don't know if you've ever heard of that
Everyone
one.
tried to get me on an Anthem, and Anthem was my end of online gaming for a good chunk of time.
I spent $100 on that game with a mate, and worth, yeah.
Dude, in 1 week, I cracked it, because most of the boys that I play online with, they're all, some of them I worked with. Yeah, John's a dude that was on the podcast after you, he did the last episode with
Yeah.
us.
Oh, I heard that, yeah.
Yeah. Usually I jump on with him. So it's essentially the same sort of core team that I play with, right?
Yep.
And it was a 2-week period. And I had Red Dead. We
Yeah.
all had Red Dead.
Yeah.
And I basically caught up from everyone.
Red Dead 2?
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
got it before me. And then I got it and then just binged it.
Yeah.
Because I literally get a game and I'll play it to the end. I'll
I like that.
side quests.
Yeah.
I'll loot everything. You know.
Yeah.
I'll get my money's worth out of the game.
Yeah.
I did that with Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
They didn't jump on board. I did that with I don't know. Anyway, Assassin's Origin,
Yeah. Was that good?
brilliant game.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, and when it came to Red Dead, they all got it a couple of weeks before I did. I was in Bali when it came
Yeah.
out, and I got back. I said I was going to hold off on it. I said, "Nah, screw it. I'm going to buy it because of my shitty experience in Bali. I just needed something to lay low and just
Yeah.
have a holiday after the holiday." Anyway, and what's it called? And I've basically overtaken everyone. I've gone through like the game, done this, caught up, did the finish, did the epilogues, got everyone back to speed, like, as far as like playing online.
Yeah.
And then what came out? I keep giving them shit about Destiny 2.
Yeah. I love that game.
Destiny 2 is like my one give shit to them over.
No, it's a great game.
No. Because I had Destiny 1, right?
Yeah.
And
Which is also a great game.
okay. Destiny 2, like, basically, they all get pumped up about video game releases. Mm-hmm. And like, you got to buy it, you got to buy it. I'm like, all right,
I know what's coming, yeah.
I'll buy it, fine. And then I get invested in it. It takes a lot for me to get invested in a game.
Yeah.
Because I haven't got time.
Here we go. It's coming. I know
right?
the punchline's coming.
So there's no punchline, dude. It takes ages for me to actually get invested in a game, right? Because I don't have fucking time. And then...
You have time to do a podcast, though.
Yeah, well, podcast...
I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Podcast, cook dinner.
No.
Clean my house.
I'm kidding.
Sleep for 20 minutes.
Legit.
Go back to war.
Continue the story. I'm invested now.
All right. Anyway, and then you're a prick. It's funny because I used to give him shit about this all the time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they stop playing and they jump on some new release, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right. They did it with Battlefield 5.
Yeah.
And that was the big one. They were like, "You got to get on Battlefield 5." I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to do it. It's gonna be better than Battlefield 1. I'm like, all right, fine. I didn't buy it. I held out. Then they stopped playing like after 2 weeks. Like I told you. Then Destiny 2. The big thing with Destiny 2 is that I keep saying, a new DLC release. What, skins? Skin release, always. If anyone doesn't know, skin release is basically, in a game when you have weapons and characters and shit, skin releases are just different coloured fucking decorations.
It's like rehashed stuff.
Yeah, it's
like wearing a grey t-shirt and then wearing a red and the same exact t-shirt.
It's no longer a Tommy gun, it's a Tommy gun with gold handles.
Yeah.
And microtransactions are what you pay for, like to buy these stupid things.
Yeah.
But that's every time they would talk about new video games, I would always just go, DLC release for Destiny 2? Every time.
Yeah.
And every time I get online and I see him playing Destiny 2, I just laugh. I join the party, laugh at them, and then just leave.
You're fucked.
Why?
What's this on PS4?
Yeah.
I mean, but it is a good game.
I don't care.
It's got a good story.
As far as Anthem goes, that was the pinnacle of that whole thing. Do you remember Apex?
I'm playing Apex now.
Okay.
And I'm getting very...
They were trying to get me on Battlefield 5. I said no.
Yeah.
Right? Then I was trying to get them on Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
And it would go back and forth and they'd teeter out and forget about it.
Yeah.
La la la. Then they get like a Ghost Recon third wave. Like, let's play. In Ghost Recon, I was the only one that went all the way to the end, finished it, got everything. And now, dude, about 4 months ago, they all came back to the party like, we're playing Ghost Recon. Have you done this mission? I go, dude, I did every mission like 3 years ago, man.
Which Ghost Recon?
Wildlands.
Oh, Wildlands. Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
I didn't like it.
No, I loved it.
Really?
Yeah. I needed to replay it because I slept through a lot of the last missions just to get through it.
Yeah, I've been doing that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Anthem. To this day, I haven't played Anthem.
Yeah.
Right? Because they were trying to get me on Battlefield. No. Trying to get me on Destiny.
Yeah.
No. And then eventually I caved, right? And they said, download For Honor.
Oh, yeah.
For Honor?
Yeah, I've got it.
For Honor.
You can have it.
I've got it.
Oh.
It was a free download on the PSN store.
Oh, good. That's good to know. I paid for that.
So basically, anyone that's listening, For Honor is it's a duel game. Basically, you take a character, either like a middle century, like a Middle Ages, like knight, or a Japanese, like assassin.
Yeah, samurais.
Yeah, and all that.
It's like Street Fighter, but for those olden
but yeah,
medieval.
You're like a knight or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's a really nice concept of a game. But they also get that it's a free download. I'm like, okay. I downloaded Steep, which is a downhill
I saw that.
skiing sort of game.
Yeah.
That was free as well. I said, cool, I'll download that. Started getting invested in it, did like a couple of days of it.
Yeah.
Then they said, you need to get Anthem. Not Anthem, Apex.
Yeah.
They said, you need to get Apex.
Well, it's free.
I
Yeah.
go, what's Apex? Oh, it's brilliant. It's a free game as well. You got to get on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've downloaded 3 games I haven't paid for yet, and I've started to invest in 2 of them. Yeah? Then all of a sudden, I stopped playing I wasn't available. I can't remember what I did. Maybe I was sick. Maybe I just had a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I didn't show myself on the PSN network for about a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then I said to someone, I can't remember if it was at work or I said to him over the network, and I said something like, have you guys been playing Apex? Like, what's that like? It's like, nah, don't worry about Apex. You got to get on Anthem. Look, what the hell's Anthem?
Nah.
And then
Nah.
Dude, I go, what the hell is Anthem? Oh, it's a new multiplayer game, blah, 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 blah. I go, so what do you do? They described it. It was virtually the same as Apex.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah. I go, fuck this. I go, I'm getting sick of it. I go, I've downloaded 3 games now. One I haven't even played. I went home, dude, that day. I deleted Apex.
Yeah.
And I just started playing like Red Dead. I started playing something else on my own.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you and your Anthem. I go, I'll see you out there. And then, dude, after like a week, no one touched Anthem ever again.
Yeah.
Ever again.
Because there's nothing to touch in it.
And I went back to Destiny 2.
Yeah.
It's right now. I guarantee you 2 of those boys are playing Destiny 2 right now.
Yeah. Should be at work, but yeah, sure.
Dude, it's so...
My friends are the same, dude, and that's why I knew where you were going with this, because that's what I swear. Like, most people have the attention span of goldfish, where they just need to constantly keep moving to a new game.
I can't.
They can't finish it. They don't want to finish anything.
Oh, they don't finish shit.
It pisses me off. Actually, but to be fair, the first game I've finished in a long time, but purely because I just got bored of the content and the story.
Okay.
The first game I actually completed in years was God of War.
I haven't played it. I haven't played any of them. I haven't played any of them.
Listen, I never played the other ones.
Why?
Before this.
Okay.
I just never...
No, I'm not going to
got
ask
them.
why, because I never got them either.
Yeah, but I thought, you know what? It looks pretty good. I've never played the other ones. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
So I got the newest one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best game I've ever played.
Really?
Oh, hands down. I can replay that game 100 times.
Okay, hang on a second.
Because the story's just...
We've jumped ahead for a second. So go back to your gaming days.
Yeah.
So how did you stop playing?
It's a good question, man. What happened? I guess like the family pressure.
What do you mean?
Like why are you playing games so much? You know, because I was playing a lot. Like, I would have to sit there for, like 16, 18 hours a day practicing, playing. In their minds, it was just me, like, just playing.
I'm just picturing Cartman from that World of Warcraft episode.
Yeah, but that's what it was like.
Paul Stanley?
Yeah. That's what I was like, legit. And yeah, just family pressure. Just family pressure.
So you just left it like that?
Yeah.
Did you know anyone that kept going with it?
Yeah, I still know people that are making money.
Really?
Yeah.
How much are they making?
So there's one guy in Australia that's making probably about 50 grand a year.
Playing games?
Yeah.
But how much does he actually sit there and play?
Oh, like almost every day.
Would he have another job?
Some of them do. Some of them do have like part-time jobs and stuff. But the thing is, if you get to big time, not only are you making millions of dollars a year.
You just said he's making 50 grand a year.
No, if you get like really worldwide big time. That's why I said Australia specifically. Yeah. But if you get to worldwide where they're like flying you out to this place and getting you hotels, when you go back, these people don't live in houses. They live in gaming mansions.
Like community
with their teams.
Hubs. Yeah.
So they'll have like a team of 5 usually. In most games, there's a team of 4 or 5. Like their sponsors and stuff, their managers will get them a mansion, and it's specifically kitted out, designed for their everyday life with like servers or whatever, if they can afford it. Otherwise, it's just got everything they need. It's got the rooms where they can like play in. It's got individual rooms that they can play individually in to get their head space right. They have like people, psychologists on site. They have people training them from the back. Like, yeah, it's really full on.
I'd imagine you'd need like a psychologist on hand.
A lot of people do now. They when they get flown out to like tournaments, they have a psychologist on site.
Jesus.
For each team. Yeah.
How do you... Okay. Look this way, yeah? Everything you know about the gaming industry, right? And the esports specifically, how would you feel if your son or daughter or whatever turned around and said, I want to be an e-gamer?
Look, the thing is, I reckon you can do it, but you'd need to be naturally talented to do it. Everyone can play a game, but I think the misconception is that, it's just a game. These people's reaction times are way better than yours. Like,
oh, yeah.
Way above.
Do you remember when they used to use, what game was it? There was a game that had come out, and Navy SEALs or like ADF, like someone in the military were using it to run basically. It was like SWAT 2.
Yes.
I think it was like a SWAT 2 game?
It's SOCOM.
SOCOM, yeah,
because you could talk to your
you'd have
AI team and give them commands. That was a great game, by the way. That was the first like advanced sort of game, because it's pretty old now.
SOCOM, yeah.
But you would talk to them on a headphone it came with. And be like Alpha Team to whatever.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you gave commands. Like,
that was crazy.
It's nuts, because I was comparing gaming with, who did I see the other day? Hang on. What day is it today? Oh, no, it was...
Wednesday?
No, it was...
Tuesday.
It was last night. I was talking to this kid who's probably 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Probably more.
Was it me?
This is last night, man. And,
was this on one of those forums, or?
No. One of those sexy forums. You're a fuckwit. Nah, man. I was talking to this kid about gaming and stuff, and I was bringing up the stuff from today. And then we'll talk. He's had the same sort of thing, like he sort of didn't finish games, and he'd bounce around a bit and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. And I said, dude, you got to understand something. I go, I came from a time back in my day when gaming was fresh, right? You had. It's sad to actually talk about it.
Yeah, I know.
Because I actually remember what the first consoles were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least the ones that hit mainstream market, not like, the international shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, And I'd be like, I would sit there and say to him, I go, dude, like, I'd play a video game and you had 3 buttons. 3 buttons, up, down, left, right,
Yeah.
and that's all.
Yeah.
Now you get a controller. A lot of people don't actually realize this. Like, you know when you say, like, reaction times and stuff?
Yeah.
You get kids playing these games at 6 or 5 years, 6 years old, and they've got like on a standard controller, you think about it, like take a PS4 controller, you got up, down, left, right, you got the 2 directionals,
Yep.
the 2 dual
Thumbsticks.
shocks,
Yeah.
the thumbsticks,
Yeah.
triangle, square, circle, and X.
Yeah.
Then you got 2 right toggles on the
Left and right, yeah.
and right toggles, and 2 on each sort of
Yep.
opposing finger.
Yep.
Then you can push down on the toggle sticks. That's
Yep.
another input.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you've got the whole.
And you got the touchpad in the middle
You got
now.
the touchpad in the middle, and you've
The
got
2
the
buttons on the
directional.
side.
And you got the
Yeah.
directional as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like you can
The sensor, yeah.
the sensor in your actual controller.
Yeah.
How many inputs are you now monitoring? You've
Yeah.
got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Yeah.
15,
Yeah.
and that's not including the fact that 4 of those are directional.
Mind you, you're talking about console gamers.
Oh yeah, no. PC's another story.
PC, like, you've got an entire keyboard mapped out with each key to do something, plus a mouse. Have you seen some of those mice now where there's like 50 buttons on the side
Yeah.
as well? Like,
Remember, you'd get the mouse with just the scroll button on the middle, and then you could push down the scroll as well.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god!
Yeah, yeah, and the scroll would
future.
break half the time.
It's like I've got 5 arms.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like, my mouse now has, I think, 6 buttons, and I wouldn't be able to manage more than that at my age.
6.
Yeah.
What do you use 6 buttons for?
Macros. Little hotkeys for in-game. Because it's fast, because it's right there on your
You
thumb.
only use it for gaming though.
Oh, yeah. No, I would. What other use would I
I
have?
think about it now. I could probably, if I had a mouse that had more buttons on it, I'd probably use it for like either the graphics work that I do or for the music production that I do. It's shortcuts.
Yeah, it's shortcuts, but it's pretty unnecessary.
But it
I mean,
is-
like, my keyboard's shorter than normal. I've got one of those cut keyboards, if you didn't notice.
No, I didn't
No,
see.
there's a cut keyboard. So, like, I'm missing technically some buttons, so that I think that makes up on the mouse keys.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah.
that streamlined just for gaming?
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're all gaming stuff, yeah.
No shit.
Mm.
Would you ever miss the buttons if you weren't using it for gaming?
No. You wouldn't touch them.
Okay.
You would never touch them. In fact, it's annoying because, like, if you accidentally touch it, it, like, does something that you should, you know? Like, Windows maps those keys to something.
Yeah.
When you install the drivers. So, like, you don't even know what it does half the time outside of the game. So if you push it, it might do something.
Okay,
yeah,
so
shitty.
what do you reckon that says about what can you expect from the next generation of kids going forward, as far as like awareness? I know like critical thinking,
Yeah.
and like all that shit gets amped because of like coordination.
Yeah.
That all gets amped up because of gaming.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, like, the older you get, the more you realize how behind you become, like how slow everything becomes compared to, like, so if I play now, right, I can play online, and if I come across like a really good, naturally talented, like 13-year-old,
Smasher.
he will destroy me most times. Because his reactions, like, to what I'm doing is so much faster. He can, like, get out of the way of the bullet, or, like, he can see where I'm aiming quicker than I can see where he...
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy. Which leads to, you know, a lot of aggression and...
Do you know what I remember? I remember playing CS in like in LAN cafes.
Yeah.
And
You would have played, like, 1.6, the original.
one of the originals, man. And then I played the revamp like 10 years later. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But do you remember when people started getting good at it?
Yeah.
Right? And they would get the sniper rifles out and just constantly sniper checking every single corner that they'd be around.
Yeah.
And they're just constantly switching between the AK and the sniper rifle.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
just goes from scope to scope. I'm like, dude, how can you even enjoy yourself playing like that?
Yeah.
That's what took it out for me. And that's why I stopped playing Battlefield.
Yeah.
I played Battlefield 1 most out of... I played 1 and 4.
Yeah.
But 4, I came into Battlefield 4 late,
Yeah.
so I had no idea what I was doing. And
Yeah.
everyone was just overrunning me. Battlefield 1 got at release, and I played the story mode, and I loved it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then the online version, man, like, it just...
That's the thing, like, I try, outside of gaming, I can be really reasonable when we talk about this stuff, but inside the game, while it's happening to me, I'll be so unreasonable. Like AWPers, like you said, the snipers. I used to think, like, why would you fucking do that? Like, sit there with a sniper and just, you know, tag everyone that walks past. Like, it's just, but outside of the game, I just see it as, like, that's just their play style. Like,
Yeah, well,
they probably can't, probably don't have the reaction. Actually, well, snipers need fast reaction, but they just don't have that ability to walk around with, like, an AK or, you know, semi-auto or
But
something.
that's the thing. I'll say it with Battlefield 1, because I didn't have the natural... It's not even the natural thing, it's just was left that far behind
Yeah, yeah.
because I didn't play games.
Yeah.
I had to find a play style that actually suited me that made
Yeah.
it fun.
Yep.
So I took on the medic role because no one likes playing medic.
I know, in any game.
But I love playing medic because
Yeah.
for me it means you can run balls to the wall into crowds,
Yeah.
and you dare to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually love playing that role, and I'd rack up a couple kills a match. I wouldn't get many.
Yeah.
But every round would be best medic on field would be me. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, dude, that's your role. That's what you're
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah. And it's a good feeling.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
Yeah.
Because I tell myself, it doesn't matter about kills. As long as I can keep reviving people and keep moving, that's all that matters. And that's what I would do.
Did you ever play Overwatch?
No. That's another one that sort of came and went, and I just
Yeah.
said, nah, you can kiss my ass.
That was that's currently and was really bad with the whole medic thing. Nobody, like, it's a team game. You need healers, and
Yeah.
you usually need one or two of them.
Yeah.
No one wants to play them, so teams will just not have a healer. And I'm not going to get into it because I know there's going to be people listening to this.
You know what's crazy is that, like, the whole community thing, man. It was like we've talked about. I've done this before. Like, we've talked about avatars online, gaming, all the Second Life games, and all that
Yeah.
sort of shit. But like with the gaming thing, it goes even more because it becomes competitive. The thing that pisses me off with the whole competitive thing is that it's competition that you can't physically see, and there's no. I don't know, man. Like, I like playing online in teams and games, but it just gets next level.
Yeah.
People substitute it for social lives. They substitute it for physically getting out there and, like, being in teams and playing either team sports or just having to do the games night.
See, I'm a big gamer, right? But I'll play games that I can't do physically. Like, I can't go around and shoot people. Not that I would want to anyway, but I can't do that, yeah? So when and I know I'm going to touch a lot of buttons here, because I'm sure there's a lot of Wog boys out there going to, like, about to jump down my throat, but, like, people that play FIFA and shit.
Yeah.
Go out and get some friends and play FIFA. Like, is it because you can't kick a ball?
No, dude.
Do you have cerebral palsy or something where you can't kick the ball?
9 times out of 10, man, I'll go play soccer somewhere as
Yeah.
opposed to playing FIFA.
See, that's why I never really understood, like, Madden and all that stuff. Like, you can physically go out to a field, grab a ball, grab some friends and play some game. But
It's cold outside.
it's cold outside, yeah. Yeah.
It's too cold.
I just...
Are you checking the temperature? You're checking the temperature.
No, my mum's calling. I can't get away. this you need to, like, no reception in this room, you know, just
Yeah, like a
cut
black-
from the
black
world.
hole.
Yeah.
Did you see,
Lead lined.
Did you see all that shit with Area 51? Speaking of black holes,
man.
dude, I've been seeing the memes pop up like on Insta and stuff.
Tick
Like the
that off
last.
the box. Yeah.
Oh, did you have it listed?
I had it listed.
Dude, man, I've been seeing all these memes come up, right? And I had no idea what it was about. Like, I know what Area 51 is.
Yeah.
But I was just, what's with all these aliens? Like, did Men in Black bring another movie out? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
And then John actually sent me a link to, like, Area 51, and it was the Naruto run?
Yeah.
It just had a video, it's like actual reality. I can't even show you because it's on my WhatsApp. Actually, hang on.
I'm wondering if, like, those, because apparently they've got, like, memes of actors or screenshots of actors saying, like, here I come, Area 51. I'm wondering if they're fake or not. I didn't actually...
What do you mean?
Apparently, like Keanu Reeves, there's a picture of Keanu Reeves saying, like, here I come, Area 51, and, like, Chuck Norris is, like, coming to Area 51, let's do it, or whatever.
As in, they're posting from their personal account.
It looks like a Snapchat or something with, like, a little banner of text.
Man, I was watching deepfake videos for, like, the last 2 days. I'm pretty sure
Of
it's
what?
Snap. Mostly the,
NASA?
Who?
NASA and space and stuff?
No.
There's a lot of that.
Do you watch deepfake videos?
No.
Where they've got the...
I watch deep other things, but...
No, dickhead. The deepfake, where they crop the person's face and overlay it on the voice.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry, yeah, I didn't know it was called deepfake videos.
There's an account on YouTube called Control Face Shift,
I think I've heard of that, yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, man, I hate Naruto. I'm just going to put it out there. If no one knows what that is, it's a Japanese cartoon that I just can't stand.
Why? Someone tried to get me into it years ago.
Don't even bother. There's like 1,000 episodes. There's no point.
What do you mean there's no point? Isn't that the best part about it?
No.
Oh, no wonder, because it's not actually a YouTube video. It's an imager.
We're clocking minutes here.
Shut up, dickhead. We're clocking minutes.
No one wants to listen to silence.
Shut up.
When you need to move your car, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, that's all right. I got half an hour. It's fine. Yeah.
Wait, so they already did it?
No.
Oh, this is just on a beach or something.
Yeah.
What, like...
Just watch it. It's the best.
Yeah.
How good is it?
I mean, you deafened me, but yeah.
Sorry, man. It got loud. It's not my fault.
But seriously, they released a statement, I think, yesterday, finally. Area 51 officials
Oh, yeah.
from the Air Force.
Yeah.
And they're like, we have many guns here. Do not attempt to come into Area 51.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, people are probably going to be dumb enough to actually try and, because there's so many stupid people on the planet, they're going to try and actually get into Area 51, and people will get
Well,
shot.
I was reading about it, and the guy said that the guy that started the Facebook page said it was a joke.
Is it?
He
Yeah,
goes,
it was just a big troll.
Just a big troll,
Yep.
big sarcastic thing, but all these Muppets, one of the
legit,
women,
yeah.
they're legit. Like, and the whole thing is they can't stop us all. They're going to storm Area 51 to find out if the US government's got aliens back there.
Yeah.
Now, the whole point why it got kicked off is because the US government came out and said they were investigating an unidentified flying object.
Yes.
But that was as a means because pilots have been seeing irregular shit.
Yeah.
And it's mostly, like it's probably just going to be unnamed, unsighted enemy aircraft. Like
Yeah.
basically from other countries
Yeah.
and shit like that. You know.
Or drones, or...
Yeah, or drones. Like, China releases a drone to check out something, and
Yeah. And they can't identify it.
Yeah, that's what they're essentially opening up the whole investigation on.
Yeah.
But these idiots, like after the troll took it out, and it's like, man,
start digging real deep.
What do you
Because
get-
they take it seriously.
like, dude, like seriously?
I mean, but there's always been that Area 51,
Yeah, man, when I was a kid, I used to love it.
The
Dude,
Roswell thing.
I was on the whole Roswell thing before internet.
I watched Roswell.
What, the movie?
No, the TV show.
Oh, was there a show?
You never watched it?
Nah.
It was like set in that sort of thing.
Yeah, no, but I used to go to the library and like get every book on alien invasions
Yeah.
and all that sort of shit. And like, dude, now people get on YouTube and Wikipedia and stuff.
Yeah.
And they think like they're
They
like,
believe everything
Yeah,
on
like
the internet.
they think they're like investigative journalists or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what annoys me. But
Yeah.
dude, I was into Roswell before the internet. That was impossible to be.
Yeah.
'Cause you literally had to read the newspaper.
Yep.
And hire go learn
That
a book.
someone's bothered to like write
Right,
out of
yeah.
their own time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of jump onto like some kind of shitty blog and just be like, I'm going to spew whatever I fucking think and you're going to take it seriously.
I don't know, man. You know what annoys me? The fact that every day there's a new challenge, like on the net. Mm-hmm. It's like always kicks off like on Insta or Twitter or whatever.
Yeah.
Like this week, the last 2 weeks.
Oh, the bottle cap thing.
The bottle cap thing. How did that even start?
So one of the UFC fighters started it. He brought out a video just like him kicking the...
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but he brought out the video. And then everyone just all these celebrities, I think like the next person was... Jason Statham.
Yeah, Statham did it.
Yeah, he was the next sort of step.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he did it, like everyone,
Yeah.
all the other celebrities.
McGregor did it.
Oh, everyone.
There was who was
There's
it?
so many like troll ones as well, where they have like a picture of their video of their dog, like doing a spin because dogs can do a spin, and then like they just like touch the bottle cap with their nose,
Yeah.
like. All right. Next week's going to be something different, but all right, get on board, everyone. Waste your time.
I know. Was it Kendall Jenner or one of the Jenners? She did it on a jet ski, like coming through and then just sticking her foot out and doing it.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Yeah, she won" or whatever.
Kardashian did it with her ass or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Do you remember planking?
Yeah, people
Like,
were dying.
I understand the whole thing of like everyone doing something and sharing it. And
Yeah.
but the thing that pisses me off is something as stupid as planking
Yeah.
or like all the challenges that
Yeah.
they do. Like if we sat here and named every challenge that they've ever done in
Yeah,
the
we
last,
wouldn't get out of here.
nah, dude. Think about all the memes that you've forgotten about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes 2 seconds for something like that to go viral.
Or that you don't know about yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally takes seconds.
If you're off the internet for like a day or two, you've missed out on like
oh, you're over. Your life is over.
98% of
Your life
you
is
can't
over.
catch up.
But,
Yeah.
dude, forget it. You're a relic, man.
Yeah.
Like, you need to go to, like, a center, and they just literally force-feed you
Teach you
vines. And
Yeah. Yeah. I can picture it like you're strapped in that chair and they like pull your eyes open
Yeah, like
with that machine.
Santa's little helper.
Yeah, it's not like, but a good episode of South Park is on that. Did you watch it?
Which one?
The meme one where like they're constantly changing memes and
No.
the kids can't keep up. They're like doing these dumb shit memes.
Yeah.
And the kids can't keep up. Like every time they catch up to one and they start like posting it on like Instagram or something.
Yeah.
The next one's already come out and they're like, you guys are lame. Like that's shit. And it's like showing the level of, I guess it's like secretly showing the level of bullying as well, because like if you're not up to date with the current trends or you don't have
Yeah.
the best technology out there, you can't keep up and then you're just going to get teased at school for it. And it's kind of fucked, but that's what it's like. It's real. Like it's shit.
This is the thing that pisses me off. The fact that something like that, like a shitty meme that means absolutely nothing, man. Like, dude, like that whole, what was the name of the song where everyone was the challenge where they were running next to their car while the car was moving?
The Despacho, whatever.
No, it wasn't Despacho. You mean Despacito?
I don't fucking know. I've never listened to this
No,
song.
it was another song. It was Drake. It was a Drake.
Oh, where they open the door, get out, and then get back in.
They're literally running next to the car while the car's moving. Like,
Yeah.
Seriously, man?
Yeah.
Like, that's a challenge? But then, like I keep trying to say, these stupid things get viral over, like you said, 24 hours. Like, you go to bed, wake up, and it's like literally, if you're not doing it, you're a loser.
Yeah.
Right? But you put out a serious cause or a serious issue or a serious memo, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, no one
you
cares.
can beg and plead for something to even just hit 1,000 people to be set to see it.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I one of the, well, I won't mention who, but an older person was speaking to me about this the other day, and they're like, no one's going to
Hang on, I'm an older person.
No, much older than you. Was talking to me the other day about this, and they said, like, no one's going to take you seriously if you joke around and put it on YouTube or whatever, if you, like, try. And I'm like, if you look on YouTube, like, all the top videos are people that are, like, being dumb on purpose.
Dude,
like, people purposely lowering
You
their
take
IQ.
take a video of you farting in your dog's face and your dog running away.
Oh, you'll get instant
million
Yeah.
views in a week.
Yeah.
Like, without even trying, man.
Yeah. But if you put out a PSA about, like, don't feed your dog this because it's killing them, no one gives a shit. It's amazing.
Dude, PSAs are meaningless if they're not attached to a meme.
Yeah.
You need Kylie Jenner doing something stupid, and it'll get seen worldwide. And
I don't even know who that is. I still don't know who these people are.
Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, I don't know any.
She's Kim Kardashian's half-sister.
Oh, who's Kim Kardashian?
Half-sister or step-sister? I don't know. I forget.
Disgusting bitch.
What are you doing?
Mum.
Oh. Oh, you alright?
Something about an accountant. Oh, I'm not reading that. I'm just gonna.
Actually, I need to get on the. Did you see that thing? Did you see, you know how we don't get group certificates anymore for.
No, I haven't
your
worked in
tax?
2 years. I don't know.
Okay, but you still did a tax. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
you
back
filed,
then I did.
I'm assuming you filed a tax statement at some point.
Yeah. Oh, you don't get them anymore?
Nah, you go to MyGov. You got to set
Well,
up.
it's been down, so good luck with that.
That's what I'm saying. And the government tells you to sign up to MyGov and make sure it's all up to date.
Is that why it crashed?
And it crashed.
Oh, that makes a lot of
It
sense.
crashed because
They couldn't handle the load.
Yeah.
Yeah, the government usually can't handle a load. A big load.
Yeah. How fucking ridiculous is that, man?
Fuck them. They're this stupid as fuck. Mate,
But it was like the plebiscite thing as well. Remember when all the servers crashed?
Yeah.
Every time the government, that's what, you lose faith, man, because the government tries to say how much they're on top of the game and how much you're going to be doing and blah, blah, blah. And you just do A, B, and C and it'll all be good. And you go to A and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I paying for, man?
Do you know what DDoSing is?
DDoSing.
Yeah. When, like, hackers, like, purposely... there's two types of DDoSing. I won't get into them. But the general concept is that you constantly send requests.
Yeah, you ping it. Like,
yeah, and you overload the server to the point where it crashes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, instead of, like, hackers, like, bothering to even do that, all they have to do is, like, put out a fake news article just saying, like, visit this website to claim your tax, blah, 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 and they'll just crash itself.
Yeah.
Why waste the effort on DDoSing? Like...
Yeah. Actually, that brings up a good point, man. You know, I still see sometimes on my Insta feed, people reposting screenshots of, like, you know, Sunglasses Hut, Maya, Coles. It's like, oh, post and share
to win.
And you'll get, like, outright, you know.
Yeah, $500.
$500 voucher or whatever.
Yeah.
And you look at the posts and it's like, man, that is not an official post from Sunglasses Hut.
Yeah, it's like xyz.com or something.
Yeah, and it just looks cheap and, like, thing. But people still do it, like, to a mass scale.
Yeah.
You know what, man, people need is education on that shit.
Do you know, I'll give you some education, right? I saw one for TGI Fridays. You know TGI?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's around the corner from me, so I don't go often because it's expensive as shit.
No, it is. For what it is, it's expensive.
Tuesdays, right, they put up a thing on Facebook saying Tuesdays is like $20 ribs, chips, and it's wholesale. And I thought, shit, that's not bad. Like $20 for ribs, that's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Because usually they're 46.
Yeah.
So it's a big chunk.
Yeah.
So
Tight-ass Tuesdays. Go to a movie.
Tight-ass Tuesday, exactly right.
Go to a movie for half price and then go to get dinner.
Plus it's dead there. Like it's dead on the weekdays. Of course it's dead.
I want to go now.
Dude.
No, dude.
See, wait, because I'm going to forget. Shut up.
Ribs for 20
$20.
$20?
Yeah, and you choose your glaze, you choose your flavour. And
I'm
you
up
get
for that.
You get a side of chips, you get a side of coleslaw.
I actually want to go to that.
You get free
now.
water.
I actually want to go to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right? But I didn't know it was legit because it was on Facebook and I don't take anything online seriously. I really don't.
Yeah.
And if you do, you need to learn how to take things seriously in real life, not on internet, because the internet's fucked. So I called TGI.
Yeah.
And I said, do you guys run this actual promotion? And she's like, huh? And I'm like, I knew it! It's a fucking scam! Instantly, I knew it! They wanted me to click on the link, because once you click on the link, you've got the virus. Like, that's it, you're infected.
I knew it! George Costanza, man.
But then, oh my god, that was really good! That was really good! Holy crap, can you clip that for me? Holy shit.
Okay.
I'm going to put that as my message, so can you clip that?
Of course I can.
I want that clipped.
Continue.
I said, okay, I'm like, cool, alright, so it's probably a scam, I'll report it on Facebook. She's like, oh, just hang on a second, I'll ask my manager. Comes back.
I'll be honest, sorry man, to cut you off. You actually have a lot of George Costanza in you.
I've been told that.
No, you do. Your rage, because
the rage, yeah.
You're a lovely guy, but
yeah.
the smallest thing will set you off.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily because like you'll kill someone, but it's just the sheer frustration.
Yeah, it's the level of my throat.
The level of animosity.
I've got a follow-up story to this. You'll really enjoy it. But yeah, so anyway, she got the manager, and the manager said, yeah, I just posted it. It's real. We just want to get more customers in on the Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And it's real. That's all you have to do. Just call the people that are running these promotions and see if it's legit, because half of them aren't legit.
Yeah, but that's a problem because of the internet and because of people's general, like, bland, like, sheepish sort of mentality.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, okay, the internet told me to do this, give me money.
But like, you get those text messages and they're saying like, ATO, claim your tax here for free or something. Like, why would you think the ATO would send you that? Like, they're not spending money to text you.
Yeah, but they don't understand how it works. Dude, I remember my old man once, like, this is, I don't know, 10 years ago. Maybe not 10 years. Yeah, actually, maybe 10 years ago. He called me up, and I think I might have gone to his house to set up, like, something to do with his internet, right? His internet connection, his phone. He was on the phone with Telstra, and he couldn't remember his passwords to Facebook. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, he managed to get Telstra employees to set up a new Facebook account for him.
Yeah, my dad's done that too. Recently.
Dude, how does Telstra have employees that set up a new Facey account for you?
But they shouldn't be able to, because now they know your password.
That's got nothing to do with them.
Yeah. They did it on my dad's phone, like, a few weeks ago. They did it in store. He went into the store for something else and he goes, oh, I can't get my password. And they reset his password, gave him his password, but they knew his password. They shouldn't be able to do that.
Dude, he did it over the phone. He never even saw anyone.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked too, yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing? I go, who sent you this Facebook? And he goes, oh, the Telstra or whatever. I go, they got nothing to do with Facebook. I go, what would you get? He goes, how do I know that? I'm like, what do you mean?
Like, I know they're trying to be nice and, like, make people happy, but there's a level of privacy that has to be...
I remember giving him the metaphor of, like, would you go to your mechanic and give him your tax papers as well?
Yeah.
He's like, okay.
Completely different.
Yeah. But education around that shit, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, seniors are just going to go to their kids and hassle them.
Yeah.
Or their grandkids.
Oh, yeah.
But what is going on in schools... I really should contact some teachers about this, man. What is going on in schools?
I know some teachers if you want to put you in contact with them.
I know teachers, man. Calm down.
Yeah,
like they're like there's some sort of like dying breed. No, I was just saying. No. What are they teaching in schools as far as like online safety and all that shit, other than don't talk to strangers?
I don't think they do. I don't think they do at all.
They wouldn't teach awareness based on like scams, phishing, and all that sort of stuff.
No. I mean, like I'm learning that now, but that's because I'm literally paying like $20,000 to do a course in that.
Yeah, but that's a job. That's
what I mean. But that's the only way I've ever learnt it from school.
We had the stranger danger talk. Remember that? Stranger danger?
I barely had that talk.
Yeah, what does a criminal look like? I always wears black. You know what I mean?
He's always got a beard, yellow rain jacket.
Yeah, yellow teeth.
we did have that, Chester the Molester.
What?
Yeah, we did. There was a fat guy that lived around the corner with a beard, and he used to come around in a yellow raincoat.
Chester the Molester.
I don't know if I want to name the areas and stuff, but we'll call it like southeast, somewhere in the southeast.
Chester the Molester.
He used to live near a primary school, and the rumor was that like people, because kids used to walk past his house a lot.
Chester the Molester.
And they'd go into the house, and then like
what? It actually happened.
I don't know if it really happened or not, but that was the rumor. But he did rock up to that primary school and flash people, because he would be naked under the raincoat. And he'd flash the kids.
Yeah, that's fucked.
But no one took it seriously. I don't know.
I remember years ago, I was probably still in high school, man, and they started pinging people like flashes. Like, flashes are always going to exist.
Yeah.
Sickos are always going to exist. Like, that's just a way of life.
It's a mental health thing.
Yeah, you're not going to stamp it out just because, you said so.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, as far as online presence and stuff, like, dude, I mean, you think about it, man. How many you take the avenue of the internet and you think about where your fingerprints are.
Yeah.
On the internet.
Everywhere.
Where you leave your fingerprints,
Yeah.
your paper trail. Dude, if you've got grown adults in their 30s randomly reposting Sunglass Hut, like, you know, spam fucking
Yeah.
things, and it's not even Sunglass Hut
Yeah.
official, it's
Yeah.
just some ridiculous virus going around.
Yeah.
Like, dude, every
Which
time...
there currently is, Agent Smith.
Yeah, I've seen that. I saw
Ridiculous as shit.
How did it start? I actually looked it up because I had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
How did it start?
It's targeting older Android phones, apparently. So it's replacing the legit apps with Agent Smith apps because it's clones. So Agent Smith clones the app, and then it just it records data. It's a keylogger, basically. It just records data.
Okay, so then how does it actually get on your phone, though? You have to click a link, obviously.
Because someone's accidentally clicking on something that they think is legit, like what you just said, the ads on Facebook that say, you know,
Yeah.
50% off, whatever. They click on that shit, nothing happens, and they're like, oh, okay, must have not worked. But little do you know, you've just been infected. Like, it's that quick. You just click something, and you're done. You're
But at
finished.
some point, they would have had to have
No. You just click on a link. And that's how you get malware. It's bam, it's instant. Like that link, whoosh. I actually did a statistic on it in my course where it was like something, I think it was like 700,000 sites every day go down and 700,000 sites every day go up purely for malware. Purely for malware. Like they don't last more than 6 hours, the sites. So someone's or a bot or something, I don't know, is constantly creating these malware sites.
Yeah.
Constantly pushing out ads or targeted shit. And as soon as you click on it, it's instant. Like you are because as soon as you click on it, like it's sending data saying, hey, I want to communicate to the website.
Yeah,
the website's going, hey, I just sent you something, buddy, open that up. And
Come
in the
in,
background,
come in.
you're allowing the vampire in your house.
Yeah.
Please.
It's like
Suck
you know
my
what it's like? It's like one of those bordellos in like the World War II with the beads hanging down from the doorway and just a hand. Welcome.
No, you know what that reminds me of from Dusk Till Dawn?
Oh, dude,
That's what it's,
the pussy something. What was it called?
Black pussy, pink pussy,
Yeah, what
white
was it? The
pussy.
titty twister.
Titty twisters, yeah. Yeah, that's what it's basically like. Come in, it's just so enticing. You know, there's so many types of
Shit's
pussy.
going down.
Yeah. Sorry, any females weren't listening.
Yeah. Okay. Well, see, I remember when my like an ex-girlfriend or something got scammed online with like a hotel booking and shit
Yeah.
like that. And she's like, what? And she's the website looked legit. I don't understand. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you spent $600 at that website. How long does it take to build a website? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, you literally just
You
copy
can build
the
one for free.
I can, I've built 3
Templates.
websites in the last like 2 months.
Yeah,
Like,
while you're driving.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Side note, yeah, he had a heart attack on the way here because I was trying to buy a domain.
And there was a spastic driving in front of us, yeah.
Yeah, oh, she was fucked.
Yeah, she was. her
Why'd you
husband-
cop a heart attack? You seriously getting edgy like that?
Because I'm not a passenger, I told you. I like being in control. I'm a control freak. And when I'm a passenger, and I've only been a passenger in your car for many years.
Really?
Yeah, even
Why?
when my mum came past the other
Me?
day. Yeah, seriously.
Fool.
I'm never a passenger.
Why?
Because I always drive. I like driving places. I
But what
like
happens-
being in control.
What happens if you physically have to be a passenger?
I just don't.
You don't go.
I mean, there's never an option where I'm physically a passenger. I'll just drive.
Why do you get in the car with me?
Well, because I trust you. It's just a trust thing. I just can't.
Big mistake.
I just can't trust other people.
Really?
I've smashed many cars. You know, and like I like to think that I'm pretty safe.
What do you mean you've smashed many cars?
Oh, I've smashed a few cars in my time.
Oh, as in you've been in wrecks?
Self-inflicted wrecks, yeah.
Because you're driving?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, well,
So I'm just paranoid.
yeah, I've been in car accidents.
Yeah, but like self-inflicted car accidents.
What do you mean?
Like into a fence or something.
Oh.
Not with another car.
Yeah.
I've had other people hit me a lot. I've been smashed in the back. I've been T-boned.
Yeah, I've been T-boned.
But the issue is I've run a few gutters in my time
Really? How'd you manage that?
into a couple of walls.
I've just gone sideways.
Yeah.
You're a dumb cunt.
Yeah.
Do you still remember when you lived back in Bentley?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, and we'd be outside the front of your house, and you had that neighbour with the black R33 or whatever it was, and he'd drop a dose every time he went past.
Oh yeah.
Every time, like we'd be standing out there and just have.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Oh my
does he have
God.
to do that every time?
I forgot about that.
I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, he's doing it just because we're standing here.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, and then I became that exact
Yeah, then
person.
you went and bought.
Then I went and bought an R34 with the loudest exhaust possible.
Yeah, man. Did you have an was it an R34?
Yeah.
I nearly bought an R34, and
It's a good car.
yeah, my mechanic was like, dude, for the same money you can buy a V35.
Yeah,
That's what he
true.
said.
That's very true.
For the same money, you can buy a newer car.
Yeah.
The R34s are like 98, 99,
Yeah,
2000.
mine was a 99. Yeah,
Yeah. V35s are 2003. Because you can buy
you got a
newer
nicer
car.
interior, by far a nicer interior than mine.
I don't think I've ever sat inside an R34.
It's a nice interior, yours.
Is it?
Oh yeah, you can tell it's old. It feels pretty old
Yeah.
in the 34.
I don't know. I just thought, and the other thing was I figured that'd be thrashed to the shithouse.
Most likely, especially because they're mostly imported.
Yeah.
And, if they're being imported, they've been...
Oh, no, but the Japanese are pretty good with that sort of stuff.
Yeah, they go up the mountains real quick.
It's when they get here, if you have like a second owner from here, that's when you can't trust them.
Yeah, well, mine was a first owner from Japan, but
Same
luckily
with
they
mine.
give you the papers and stuff.
Yeah,
for
dude,
them.
mine had like 47,000 Ks on it.
Yeah.
72,000 Ks, like something
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a brand new car.
Yeah, I think mine had 60 at the time, back then.
That's still crazy. That still blows me away, the fact that here, you get on the road and there are wrecks on there, like 35-year-old cars, still puffing away, man. Like, man, I saw what was it? An XD? I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. It was
Yeah.
an XD. It was banged to the shit house. I'm like, how is he still on the road?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll give you an example, because I sold the Skyline recently.
Oh, really?
I just sold it because it was sitting in the garage. No one was driving it.
Yeah.
And I bought it for 10 grand
Yeah.
at 60,000 Ks, and I sold it at almost 230 Ks for 8.5.
How?
because it's that kind of car. Like P-platers just want them.
Yeah, people don't understand. That's something that really irritates me when people don't understand how cars hold value.
Yeah. Well, certain cars.
But they don't get that concept. You know what I mean? They'll go and spend 20 grand on like a Hyundai something.
Even a Commodore.
Yeah.
Say Commodore, because everyone loves Commodore. But they just don't hold value though. No one's going to spend the same money.
Here's a brand new car coming out from Hyundai that costs $16,000.
Oh, okay, yeah,
right?
yeah.
I bought my car. They were advertising it at 13.
Yeah.
And my car was like 15 years old at the time.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, do you understand the comparison, man? You know what I mean? Like, people don't actually get that. That's
Yeah.
another thing they should be teaching in schools.
How
to
not
buy a
get-
car.
Yeah, how not to be jibbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because keep in mind, I worked in sales at cars.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Dude,
And I
dude, you're a used car salesman.
No, I was a new car salesman. I was in new cars.
You never sold used cars?
I did sell used, but my official tag was new.
Yeah?
But you'd take whatever you can
I
sell.
was just going to say, you didn't want to do real estate because you were preying on victims.
Yeah.
Isn't car sales
It
the
was
same?
worse. No, it was worse. It was
Which one's worse?
Car sales.
Okay, why?
Because,
I mean, I can imagine why.
look, I mean,
It's funny because, dude, right before I got here, I called you late.
Yeah.
Because I had said to you about midday.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually called you late because I was watching a webinar. A friend of mine I went to school with does webinars because he's in sales.
Yeah.
He was in real estate.
Yeah.
Smashed like every national record,
Yeah.
like as far as sales
What's his
go.
name?
Fabian Pateau. Yeah. And then he basically branched off and started his own consulting agency. What's wrong?
your car.
Relax with the card.
I'm worried you're going to get a ticket. I don't want you ticketing for this.
Hang on. How much time I got here? The timer. I got a timer.
I haven't even started my list, by the way.
I got 20 minutes. Relax.
Oh, do you?
In 20 minutes.
You said that like half an hour ago. you said
Greek
that.
time, man. Don't worry. Look, in 20 minutes, we'll take a break.
No.
I'll go move the car.
Yeah.
You can go to the powder room.
Yeah, I do need to take a pic. I'm going through these things. That's why I'm like, do you need to move your car?
Yeah, move your car. No. He started his own consulting agency.
Yeah.
And based on everything that I'm trying to do with my businesses, I actually made an active effort to watch his webinars. 'Cause the truth is, man, unless I fully believe what I'm selling,
Yeah.
I can't sell it.
Yeah.
I sell
You have to convince yourself before you can convince others, yeah.
And also, I've rarely ever dealt in retail sort of
Sale
positions
environment,
just 'cause
yeah.
I didn't want to be in them. I hated them.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah, I've always worked behind the scenes, and I'd
Yeah.
rather just work, get my shit done, and not have to deal with anyone.
Yeah, the face-to-face.
So I figured, screw it. Like, I've got to step outside the box. There's something different I've got to do. So I started watching him because he's a mate of mine.
Yeah.
I can actually relate to
Support.
what he's saying. Like, his delivery, like, I get it. You know what I mean? And anyway, I was watching that today. So I was taking notes on how to be a better salesman. Mm-hmm. Why do you reckon car sales is worse than real estate?
So you can make more money in cars.
Of course you can, because
Right.
you're selling more per day. You know, selling.
Yeah. The kicker on that is that all right, so basically, right, you're selling a house and say it's $1 million.
Yeah.
You get 2% of that as commission, then it kind of branches off into like 60-40 usually is the agreement between the
Yeah.
company and you. In cars, there's no real set price on things. Okay, and this is where it starts to blur the line of like, is this legal or not? So they don't usually advertise, or at least when I was in there, because I haven't checked, but you don't usually advertise like accessory prices online. You can show the accessories, but there's no price list.
Oh, no. That's why... Dude, last week, because my mate John went for... I was with him last week. He bought a new car.
Yeah.
And he was just going through, like, what it was going to cost him and all that. I go, the rust proofing?
Yeah.
That's legit.
Yeah. There's no price online for that stuff. And, like, even their tinting and stuff.
Yeah.
You can't find prices online. So, but that's a different department. That's aftermarket department. But you can sell it, but they hated it when you did, because then it's cutting into their commission.
Okay.
So you'd have big problems with aftermarket about it. But the car itself, like, you can throw on every accessory under the sun and, like, sweet talk it up. And, like, there was days where I'd spend, like, 6 hours with the same person just because I knew that they were a sucker. Like, I'm talking... You know,
this guy's a pigeon.
really inexperienced with the process.
Yeah.
Didn't come prepared, didn't look up any forum prices beforehand, nothing like that. They've come in, you know, maybe a younger person going, I want to buy a new car, you know, my parents handed me down this one, I want to trade it in. And then it's the other thing, you make a lot of money off trade-ins as well.
Yeah.
But the thing that, so when I left, I jibbed heaps of people. I screwed many people, right?
By selling them lemons.
Not lemons. No. Great cars,
selling...
but really heavily overpriced.
Okay.
Like, insanely overpriced to the point where I was, like, pocketing, like, you know, $4,000 of that profit, which is a lot of money for a car, especially for the level of cars I was selling, which was...
How many cars were you selling?
You know, it's not a high car brand, you know, like 50 grand's on the top of the top.
Yeah, it's not a Benz or a Royce.
No.
So how many cars were you selling?
So the target for every month was like...
Watch what you say here, because I'm going to ask why we're still sitting in this shitty studio when you could be bankrolling like something great.
Oh, here we go. So 15 was the target.
Okay.
Every month.
15 cars.
15 cars.
So one every 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like the... Because every, like, after every 5 of 15, so if you get 20, 25... You get a kicker as well from your boss.
Okay.
So they give you like an extra bonus of like 500, 1,000, 2,500 if you hit like 25.
Yeah.
So the incentive was there to make money. But like what really got me out of it was the last guy I sold to. He just moved from like the country.
Ah.
His missus...
was he wearing like jeans tucked into boots with like a
he was a bit slow.
A wheat straw like coming out of his...
No, he was a bit slow. I'll call him that.
Okay.
A little bit slow. You could tell something was a little bit off. And he told me his story.
Cold-blooded bastard.
Which was basically that his missus caught him... No, he caught his missus cheating on him. And in a fit of rage, he was fighting with the guy because he caught them in bed. And she grabbed an axe and axed him in the head.
Whoa.
The husband.
Holy shit.
He survived, but obviously he had quite a bit of damage. Oh, man.
Fuck,
I hate telling this story. Anyway, he went through a lot of, obviously, you know, recovery and all that stuff, emotional, big time.
Yeah.
She went to jail. The guy was cheating because apparently he was trying to cover it. So they tried to bury him. Is what I'm missing the point, sorry. They tried to bury him.
So he was out cold?
Yeah, he was gone. He was out. And they tried to bury him. And one of the neighbours, I think he said, must have called or something, because police came over and they were searching and it was just a mess, yeah? Anyway, he got airlifted by a helicopter when they found the body, because they could see the pile and stuff. And anyway, he moved on with his life. He was working in like a wine factory or something like that, like a picking for wine. And... I kind of didn't listen to the story at all at the time because I was such an arrogant fucking asshole. I just wanted to make money. Yeah. So I completely, like, I just stare into the eyes, completely blank, and just nod, but I don't listen.
Yeah, it's just, I'm your friend. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, how much fucking money am I going to make on this guy? And so I missed the story completely. And I screwed him pretty hard on a car because his company was paying for it through his salary.
Okay.
So he had no real idea of how much and stuff. So I screwed him pretty bad. Like, I must have overcharged him at least 20 grand.
When was this?
Oh, years ago. Like, at least 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I screwed him pretty bad, like probably 20 grand overpriced, which means I got most of that in my pocket. And when he picked up the car, he brought his old car, and he had boxes of wine. And he goes, look, I don't have any actual cash on me, but you were awesome. You listened to me. You cared about me. I want to give you something. And he gave me like 10 boxes of wine with like 20 bottles in each box from his work.
200 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
Even at $20 a bottle, that's like ridiculous.
Like his whole boot, the back seat was full, everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, my story. And I'm like, which story? And he told me again. And I listened. And I went into my box, like straight away, I said, I'll be back. I went into my box and I go, we can't do this. Renege, like, get it back. We can't go ahead with this. I fucked up. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this guy's like, he's gone through a traumatic experience. I'm not even going to begin. Like, you need to renege this. And my boss is like, no, there's no chance we're reneging it. He's picking it up. He's taking it. It's done. And, after the guy took it, he gave me a big hug. He was all crying because he finally, like, found a friend. And he goes, oh, I want to keep in contact with you if that's okay. I don't know anyone in Melbourne. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's fine. And the next day I went in and I said, I'm done here. This is my resignation. I'm finished. I don't want to do this anymore.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And then I changed my number as well because I didn't want him following up with me. I just couldn't do it. Like, nah. But that's basically how you make money. You screw people in cars. So just my word of advice is, like, go prepared. Always. Go onto a forum, see what other people bought it for, the cheapest.
That's crazy, man.
As a rule of thumb, you can probably knock off anywhere between like 9 and 15% off the RRP.
Yeah, easy. But that's with anything.
Yeah.
That's with anything.
Yeah.
Dude, even with my business, man. Like, if I always have, when people send me an email asking for a quote, I always reply with, these are what they start at.
Yeah.
But if it's an issue, tell me. I'm more than happy to, like, work with you to see where we can try and save you some money.
We don't really do that.
Yeah, I know, but that's cars, man.
Yeah.
All right. But you know what's crazy is, man, like, that shits me because you came up to, like, a moral sort of crossroad as far as, like, with that whole story. And it's like, well, what do I do? And you resigned. You're like, fuck this. Like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
If this is what it means to make money in this industry, I'm done. That's
when I realized it, because all the other people were small-time screw jobs. You can kind of live with that. It's like an extra $100 here, $200 there.
If you sell a car for $1,000 more than what it's worth, it's like, it's $1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't own the company. I don't own the cars.
Yeah.
This is just the game. Like, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we get screwed everywhere.
Yeah.
Pick an industry and tell me where you don't spend more money
That's
than
legit.
you should.
Yeah.
Dude, clothes, man. Clothes.
Yeah.
It's like, why is this denim jacket $300?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Even those, like, not-for-profits, they're like, yeah, you're profiting somewhere, aren't you? You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I know but someone's making money somewhere.
Yeah.
Dude, you're going to get screwed any way you like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even when someone says to you, I'm not making any money on this. No, I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like,
someone's pocketing. You have to.
Yeah.
No one can live for free. Everyone's out to screw everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But, like, think about all the shysters out there, actual used car salesmen that just smash every single client that comes in and just fucking upmark everything.
Well, the reason I went into it was because I got screwed.
What do you mean?
When I bought my Audi, like, I got hammered on that thing. Because I wasn't experienced.
Just pulled your pants down.
Oh, yeah, and the guy loved it. And he disappeared the next day.
Really?
Yeah. And not for morals. He disappeared because he fucked me good.
Really?
Yeah, he fucked me real good. I like, my income had nowhere near close to affording that Audi. I found out later on, and he screwed me real good on it. And he still approved it, and the bank approved it through him because he lied to the bank about it. He just disappeared.
So no one knows where he is, this guy?
No.
On one car?
Yeah.
What did he take you for, 100K?
No, probably close to 40.
Cool.
Yeah. That set me back many years.
Yeah,
I only just recovered, like, in the last 3 years or so.
It's amazing how one shitty investment like that sets you back. Dude, I ran a company, and in the closing, I was the last director on board, basically. Not necessarily going down with the ship, but I just sort of carried it on.
Yeah.
But by that point, I'd lost motivation for it.
Yeah.
But then when I looked underneath the behind the curtain, there were tax bills overdue, and equipment had gone missing, and all that sort of shit. I'm like, wait a second, I would have paid $5K out of my pocket on top of that. If you're living hand to mouth,
Yeah.
It's a big deal, man.
Yeah.
5K just to go, if you're broke.
Yeah.
5K is a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
That's insane. 40K. How old were you when you bought the Audi? 20?
Yeah.
Okay, if you had approval for an Audi.
And you know what? They tried to sell me an Audi double that price as well. Because I think the Audi was like 60 grand, and then his manager came out and he's like, what about this one? It was 120 grand, like A5 convertible. And I was like, yeah, sweet. And he took me for a drive in it, and I was kind of like sitting there, and I was like, oh, maybe this is a bit too much. We'll go back to the other one.
That's insane.
Yeah. So what do you reckon my repayments were a month?
I can't even imagine.
It was $2,500 a month, and I was earning $2,000, just under $2,000 a month.
How the fuck were you managing that?
I wasn't. I had taken out loans from the bank, and I was a mess, man.
$2,000 a month is a mortgage on a decent sized house.
Yeah,
on a 3-bedroom house.
Yep.
$2,500.
Yep. And on paper, I was only earning like $1,950 a month, something like that.
See, like I didn't necessarily fudge numbers. We just overextended the truth when it came to me applying for my loan.
Yeah.
Because on
I think most people
paper, I was probably just on par with covering it. Off paper, I could probably sort it out.
Yeah, but they don't understand that.
You make an adjustment here, you make an adjustment there, you can get by, and if that's all that's holding you back from entering the property market or whatever, you sort of deal with it. You know what I mean? Like my Skyline at the time.
Yeah.
My broker just said, this is going back. This isn't Nate that was on here a couple of weeks ago. This is going back 5-6 years.
Yeah.
But he's like, you got a Skyline, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, what year is it? I'm like, I don't know, 89. He's like, yeah, but you got a Skyline. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all the bank needs to know.
Yeah.
You have a Skyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, those cars, if they just Google it, prices will come up between 10 to 30K.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. 35 GTRs come up.
Yeah. My pay was enough. My pay was enough to cover that fucking payment.
Yeah,
so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you just overextend the truth on shit.
That's hard because it's like individual. Like, you know that you can. Like, for me now, I know that we could afford to buy a place.
Yeah.
But the bank doesn't see that. Doesn't see it that way. Like, I've worked it out. I pay rent, and for fuck's sake, the amount of rent I pay, I can pay an extra $500 a month, which is very easy for me.
Yeah.
To get the loan, but the bank won't do it for me to get into the property market.
Yeah, for sure.